I'm going to explain to you today how we can do timing using the Photogates. And this kind of timing is very special because it gives us the ability to measure very short time intervals. Now, how is it different from using the stopwatch is that it relies on electronic means. We have two gates here, and how they work is basically there is a small infrared diode that emits a beam and it's detected by a photocell here. This beam will generate a signal when it's being cut or when it's resumed. The signal is sent to a device which is able to measure the time at which the beam is cut. And if we connect two gates, we can therefore start a clock on this device and stop the clock on this device. Here you see the two Photogates, and they are labeled 1 and 2. What this means is that the first gate will start the timer on the data logger, and the second gate will stop the timer. Now this number is very important because we must make sure the object travels starting from 1 and then it goes to 2. So now I'm going to show you what happens. How do we connect all this together? So we have these two gates with the two wires. So we ensure that the first gate goes to the first port here, 1, and the second gate goes to the second port here, 2. Now this is a digital adapter to connect the gates to the data logger. Now immediately the data logger asks for what kind of a device which we want to connect to. So the correct device is called Photogate timing. So we move the cursor down to select Photogate timing, and then we're given some options here. Now these options here allows us to calculate velocity automatically, but for our planning question we do not require you to or we do not allow you to state that the device is able to measure velocity automatically. So we are going to ignore all these readings, and what we only want is the time between gates. So we'll turn that on and leave the others not visible. And so we are done. So let's return to the main menu, and we will select the display to show the time between gates in digits. There you are. To activate the gates, we press this button, and now the gates are active. So they are waiting for our signals to start. So when my hand crosses the first gate and then the second gate, you will see a timing shown here. Now only the first reading is accurate, so you need to stop the time and then start it again if you want another reading. So this will be the second reading. So this will be the reading again. Now the advantage of using the electronic timer is that this time interval can be very short. So if I had moved very fast, it will be able to register a time which is much smaller than what we could using a stopwatch.